wanted to talk briefly about a couple of videos that I'd come across over the last couple of weeks that talked about celibacy. I don't want to get too deep into it, but having been celibate since my 38th birthday, and I'm going on my 42nd birthday, it's been a while. I just want to say, for anybody who's thinking about just kind of consciously making that decision for themselves, do it. Do it. It'll be hard at first because you're so used to giving that part of yourself sort of right away. If that's kind of your thing. I mean, again, not getting into it. You don't know what else to give. So what happens if you just ride it out? Oh, no, wrong choice of words. If you keep going and you push through the initial really rough patch and the low self-esteem, because you don't know what else to give, it'll open up so many doors and windows to you, to other things that you have to offer. It's like handing you reasons to love yourself. Because now you're like, well, I don't know this person that well. I don't want to get flirty with them. But I want to show them that I'm interested, or even just that I care. You find out who you are. You find out your love language. You find out maybe even what you might have been accepting before isn't really what you want. Like, I've had, I don't even know where, I think I got distracted, but I've had a lot of experiences where I've gone through a lot of abuse in relationships and seen it as sexy. The whole BDSM culture, not knocking it, right? Like, in a safe environment, do what you do. Consent is everything, and everything else is just up to you, right? But for myself, even just like things like having my hair pulled and being smacked, and like, I know I'm getting really graphic, but it's for a purpose. I promise. Nobody wants to envision an old lady doing that stuff. But when I was in my 20s, that was like the thing. And then in my 30s, I didn't know any better or any different because I didn't know myself. And then in my mid-30s, when I started to get to know myself after my ADHD diagnosis and getting treated and getting counseling and like all this stuff, doing my own work on myself for the past, it's been probably about 7 years. Sorry, that made me really happy to say. Anyway, I've seen that I don't like that stuff. 4 years of going without somebody else touching me in that intimate way. And I can honestly tell you that I don't think that I like the same activity as before. I just don't. When I think about intimacy, I want softness, I want gentleness, I want closeness, I want passion. Things get feverish in the heat of the moment, whatever. Again, I don't. a lot of you kids are probably, okay, move along. I'm moving along. I'm just saying, it really gives you a chance to look at why you may have believed that you wanted those things, or maybe even why you did back then and why you might not now, right? Because I have sensory issues, like up the wazoo. And I have never considered, like, if I thought that I liked it just because he liked it, is what I'm trying to say, that only abstaining from the activity completely would have been able to show me what I actually did want, would have been able to show me, and the healing along with it, right? Like, it's not just abstaining. Celibacy isn't just that, right? You need to take the opportunity to look inward and use the time that you're not using for other things to heal and to look at sexual relationships and to look at intimate relationships, even just friendships, you know, like really look at those dynamics and how they affect you and your body and how you feel when you're with certain people, and whether or not there's safety there, whether or not you know what safety is, because that's another thing that I think that I've realized is I've never felt safe with a sexual partner. Not once. Actually, no, that's not true. There was once. I can't look at a tea bag without giggling. That sounded really bad. Well, I guess. Anyway, TMI, I'm glad I'm not posting it this way. But yeah, it's something that somebody would want to give a try if they are thinking about it. That's a call, right? If it's on your mind, it's a call to do it. And I encourage anyone who wants to, because if you really use it, use the time, use the reflection, even when you feel lonely. Look at it. Really look at it. Look at why. Look at what it is you're craving. Like, that's why I love myself, because that's what I was craving, my own love. And I was actively blocked from giving it to myself by the people around me. Of course, like a few people in particular, but I mean, if you're not helping. Anyway, I may just post this as is, as a two-parter, because I kind of brain farted earlier, but I might clean it up. I don't know. I might just, this might just be the thing now. You know? Gremlin Granny. That's... Have fun. Be good. Love to... Like, you can't look at yourself one day and know what you've been through and look in the mirror and just mean it that you don't love yourself. You can't. You have to see what you've been through. And you have to see the good things about yourself that you held on to. Love yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. Love yourself. No one will do it like you.